Okay, this is the third part of the Powell River Parksville Celebration of Life for Noella video, and I'm going to talk through this one here. Here we stopped in real quick to see my friend Brian Dumbrack from Powell River School Days. He's doing quite well there. Seems to be happy. He's the youngest guy there is the only problem. Here's kind of the view from our resort that we were at. There'll be a few different shots. The evening coming up, tide in, and tide in coming in the daytime, different times. It's kind of a nice spot. Kind of enjoyed sitting on the balcony, overlooking the restaurant there. And there's Texada Island, Vancouver Island, or the mainland. Seashells should be right in there somewhere. That's the tide out. I've never seen a place where the tide could go out so far when you're from the shore. And here we are at the Noella Celebration of Life at the beach. She wanted to be at the Parksville Beach. She wanted the tide to be out and not a real hot day. So we got all that covered very well. We all walked out. I could say it was a long, long walk to the shore, but we all took part in the celebration out there. And some various shots of the family. We had Joy say a few words, and then Brother Bill said a few words, and I said a few, but not very many. It's kind of a sad time for us all. We fulfilled Noella's wishes, but still it was a sad day. It was good to see Marguerite come down from Kelowna. Here we went to a place called Ricky's. It was about 6-7 miles out of town, but it was the only place we could really find for the whole group of 22 people to sit down, and they treated us good. The waitress was she was hopping, but we made it easy for her. She knew her business. She was very pregnant. She was on her second to last night before she went on maternity leave. So we respected her and treated her well, and she was a very good waitress actually for that many people. And I don't think there was any mess ups on the bill on the ordering at all. Give Kent my camera to walk down this side. I did the other side by myself there. It was kind of hard to talk to everybody because you're stretched out so far. And I think this is a repeat picture, but it's in here now, so it's going to stay. One of them's a repeat. And this was dusk. Roxy and I were probably sitting on the balcony right about now, enjoying a glass of wine after the day. Kind of unwind. Noticed that the cruise ships, it's not quite dark enough there to see it, but there was one. They go on this side of Texada Island instead of the other side. Oh, this is a repeat shot here. Just a senior's moment when I slipped the same one in twice. But I'll make a note that on this one here, right about coming on the right-hand side, right there you can see Bill's motorhome parked there. So we could spy on him if we could see that far. And getting a little darker now. I think Roxy had already gone to bed by this time, and I was just sitting there enjoying another glass of wine. And the couple down below, I think it's coming up here. At the restaurant, there was only one couple left there. Nope, not dark enough there. That couple there, they came out. The bar closed at 10 o'clock, so they were probably the last ones there enjoying that little flame. They had kind of a flame thing right in the middle of the tables. And here the boys went golfing. And I won't tell you how bad I golf, but I will tell you it was bad. It was almost embarrassing bad. This was the second day. The first day we only did 9 holes in the evening, or just before supper, or just after supper. Here we are relaxing. We played 18 holes here, and Bill and Ken were the winners. We won't go into the scores. It's a nice walk, enjoyable day. And there's Ken, jolly old Ken again. And I was mumbling something, must have been French because I was moving my hands or something there. And here we canceled our trip to Port Hardy, so we had to find a July 1st hotel. So we moved up to Nanaimo, and after I got lost a few times, I decided, okay, this place looks good. Let's go. They got vacancy. We went in there. It was a little more high end than I liked, but we thought, well, for the last night, we'll have dinner there and enjoy the last evening in Nanaimo before we head to the airport the next day. We drove around quite a bit. It didn't vary from my road very much because once I found my way to the airport, I wasn't getting lost. This spot, we went there twice. Couldn't find a parking spot unless we wanted to walk down 300 or 400 yards. It was just, the parking spot was just full, and the beach was nothing. I mean, you could sit there. There's a few picnic tables and stuff. But we found out later there was a long walking trail to the left there. And then we spent another afternoon just touring around and down by the harbor somewhere, I guess. There's a little ferry coming in. And just around the next couple of shots were a container ship and one of the big ferries. Going to the mainland, but I don't know if it was going to Tawasin or Horseshoe Bay. No idea. But this was a pretty small ferry, so it must have been servicing one of the little islands. We just kind of lounged around that day and didn't do much else. The next day we just kind of got up and headed to the airport and found our way back to Fort St. John. We had an hour delay in the Nanaimo airport, but then we had an hour delay in Vancouver airport with a 3-hour, well, almost a 4-hour layover. So we didn't gain anything. Still a 4-hour layover, but we had a nice dinner there as well. But, I guess I got ahead of myself because we had this was our last dinner here in the restaurant. It was probably McDonald's the night before or something like that. But this here, Roxy was walking through the garden in the back of the hotel, the Grand Hotel of Nanaimo. And there we are having our glass of wine, our last supper, and heading back home. Thanks for watching.